Hey guys, I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in to the 8th episode of Junior Church Connection. Right now, my wife and I are actually headed to church real quick. Right now for Wednesday service, I work on the PA system, and basically we don't have the kids today, so we're just having sort of a date night. But what I wanted to explain to you guys real quick, what we're going to talk about today is, I'm going to give you a hint. Alright, so that's my wife. So, you're trying to think, why in the world would I be talking about Miss Mariana? Well, we're not going to be talking about Miss Mariana. Miss Mariana has known me ever since I was 9 years old, and we grew up together. It really wasn't until, I would say, till she had graduated and I was getting ready to graduate that we started talking. And it got to the point where Miss Mariana and I became really, really, really good friends. And out of that friendship, out of knowing each other for so long, we didn't know how much we had in common, how much we enjoyed each other, and not just enjoyed each other, but how much we confided in each other and how much we we connected. All right, so what I'm trying to get to right now is Miss Mariana to me is probably, I would say, she's my best friend. And so today we're going to talk about friendship. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and open up our Bibles to Proverbs chapter 18. Proverbs chapter 18. Most of you probably already know this verse. We're going to go in and touch on that. This verse today, we are basically going to be talking about friendship or friends. Okay, so Proverbs chapter 18, we're going to go to verse 24. It says, "A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother." And like I said, most of us already know this Bible verse from heart, from memory. We've probably heard it preached to us several times. But what I'm trying to talk to you guys about is basically the second part of this, where it says, "And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother." Well, if you go back and you start looking at your friends and who you surround yourself with, you start realizing that those friends have a lot to do with you. They have a lot of to say about you and your character. One thing that I remember hearing growing up a lot was, "Birds of a feather flock together." And you're probably like, what does that mean? That means that birds that look the same or that are the same, they usually stay together in the same group. So you want to know who you are, then you look at your friends around you. And I remember hearing a pastor say, "Hey, who's your son hanging around?" And they say, "Such and such person, such and such person, such and such person." And my pastor's like, or the pastor said, "Well, your son is going to do this, and he's going to do this, and he's going to do this, and he's going to do this." And the parents were like, How in the world do you know this stuff, Pastor?" Well, because the people that he's surrounding himself around and the people that he is associating himself around. And that's usually what happens, is that the people that you qualify as your friends, or the people that are close to you or that relate with you, are usually the people that have the most effect on you. You know, I've heard also a saying, and this is kind of more of a worldly saying, is that tell me who your closest 5 friends are, or who the closest 5 people you talk to throughout the day on a constant basis, and I will tell you where you're going to be at in the future. That's another phrase. So what are all those phrases saying? What they're really saying is that your friends have a total impact on your decisions in life. Your friends relate a different perspective to you on how you look at certain situations. Let's use as an example. Let's say your friends are not on a good path, and your parents say, "I need you to do this and this and this," and your friend's like, "Oh, you don't need to obey your parents. Oh, you don't need to do what the teacher says. Oh, you don't even need to follow instructions." What do you think you're gonna be doing? Are you gonna follow your parents, or are you gonna follow your friends? More than likely, I'm gonna be honest with you and upfront, you're probably gonna follow your friends. It's a lot easier in order to be peer pressured into, I need to look a certain way in order to find favor in my friend's eyes, or you want to be cool, or you want to be not be the oddball inside your group of friends. Most people that probably had started smoking or drinking was probably because out of peer pressure. That is because they were probably at the wrong place at the wrong time and around the wrong people, and they're like, "Hey, you want to try this?" And you don't want to stand. That person doesn't want to fall behind or not be looked at like the cool kid, or doesn't want to not fit in with their friends. And so what happens now? They get into smoking, and they get into drinking, and then they get into doing drugs, and they start doing a lot of things what they probably would never have done if they didn't have those friends around them. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that yes, friends do have a big part in your life. Friends are very much the temperature of you, is what I'm trying to explain. It says, going back to verse 24 on Proverbs 18, it says, "A man that hath friends must show himself friendly." So if you have friends, how are you treating your friends? That's a question. Okay? There is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. I can relate with you and say I've had friends, a lot of friends growing up. Some of my friends I don't talk to anymore. I'll touch base with them every once in a while to see how they're doing. I have new friends. New friends that probably know a little bit more about me in certain aspects than my old friends. I have a friend that I've had ever since I was younger, and I'm married to her, and that is my wife. And I thank God that I have married my friend, and not just my friend, but my best friend, apart from my relationship with God and my relationship with Jesus Christ. My wife knows a lot more of me than sometimes I even know about me. And I can even say that about, I am friends with my mom. I'm friends with my father-in-law. I am friends with my mother-in-law. And there's so many different things where I'm friends with people in my family. That's on my wife's side and on my side. And I thank God, because not only are they my family, but they're my friends. They know certain things about me that most people probably, that are my acquaintance, probably don't know, or the normal person doesn't know about me. And I thank God for those type of people, because friends usually bring out what you are and who you really are. You don't need to wear a mask while you're around them, in an aspect where you don't need to be hypocritical around them. And you just need to be you. They accept you for you, and they love you for you. It doesn't matter what happens. They are there for you. They'll tell you the truth when you need to hear the truth. They will love you and care for you. And not just that, but they'll give you words of wisdom when you need it, even if it hurts. And that is true friendship. Most people laugh about my wife and I's relationship, and I know it's in somewhat of a joking manner, but what I'm saying is that honestly and truthfully, God gave me exactly what I needed, because God knows the situations that I deal with and how I'm different, and my wife is completely different than I am, but you know what? We have common ground in several different aspects. In the aspect that we want to serve God, we want to serve other people, and we want to be used of God in several different ways. But not just that, it's kind of a thing where her difference is And my difference is just connect. And we are, honestly, I would say a perfect match and a perfect fit. The way my wife looks at certain situations are totally different than the way that I would look at certain situations. But when we come together and we talk about the situations, we usually find a common ground in order to make the right decision. And thank God for that. Because if I made all the decisions and just do whatever I wanted to do and just went off of my God given 2 cents, I probably would made terrible, decisions throughout everything that I have done. But thank God that I have my wife, because she basically brings a balance to me. She brings a balance to the completeness of me. And I thank God for that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 15. 1 Corinthians 15. And we're going to look at verse 33. It says, "Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners." This is what I was explaining to you earlier. If you think that you can hang around all the bad kids and do everything that you shouldn't be doing, or that goes against what your parents have taught you to do and what you know is right, don't think that it won't affect you. Don't think that you will not get affected. Don't think that you're going to be the exception, because there was probably millions of kids that thought the same thing about you, or thought the same thing, that they were in your shoes, that they were going to be the exception, and guess what? They weren't. Think about the kids that did drugs for the first time. And not just doing drugs, but, people think, hey, I'm going to do drugs and it's going to be a great time, or I'll die. And that's this extreme that they usually think about, either I'm going to sin and it's going to be good, or I'm going to sin and I'm going to get in trouble. But the thing is that nobody thinks about the middle ground. I had a wise person tell me one time, he's like, yes, what happens if you do drugs and you have a bad trip and now you're paralyzed for the rest of your life? Now you're in vegetational state and you have to live with that for the next 20 years. Whoa. Talk about mind-blowing. That's a scary thought. Then don't touch them. Don't get close to it. If you're getting close to the wrong people, you're going to get close to the wrong things. If you get close to the wrong things, you're going to get hurt. I'm telling you, with all my love, that God wants us to have good friends around us. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 13. Proverbs 13. See if I can get here real quick. Proverbs chapter 13. And we are going to look at verse 20. It says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise. But a companion of fools shall be destroyed." If you're around foolish people, if you're around people that are making bad decisions, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get destroyed. It's going to hurt not just you. It's going to hurt your family. It's going to destroy. Remember, we talked about this. Destruction of sin just doesn't affect you. It affects your family. It affects the people around you. Do you think that if something were to happen to you, that your parents aren't going to get affected by it? They are. I really want us to make a decision today to understand that we should be walking with wise men. I'll be honest, most of my friends are quite a bit older than I am. I have friends that are 40 years old. I have friends that I can call that are probably 60 years old. Honestly, for somebody my age, that's not common. That's really not common. People around my age, I usually don't have that many friends that are my age that I can qualify as friends. But what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter about age. It matters if they're wise or if they're foolish. We should be looking for wise men to walk with them. We should leave the fools off to the side. If you're around foolish people, you're going to get destroyed. We give you a quick illustration on basically what friends are like. Common, simple. Black pepper. Alright? Black pepper's good, right? Sometimes it's good by itself. You know, it gives the meat flavor, gives it a little spicy kick to it sometimes. But what is pepper without salt? These things, they go together. They're amazing. If you ever had brisket and they just put salt and pepper on it and they smoke it with mesquite wood for 12 hours, amazing. Amazing flavor. That's why I feel like my wife and I are sometimes. My wife can be the black pepper, can be the salt, or she can be the salt, and I can be the black pepper. We're friends. We're meant for each other. That's how it works. Keeps on going. Another illustration. It's their peanut butter. Sorry, my wife eats healthy stuff. But, alright, peanut butter. Peanut butter's good. Especially put it on some crackers and maybe on some celery and whatever those raisins and whatever ants on a log, whatever they call it, apples, so many different things. But what's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without the jelly, right? Two different things, very opposite, made for each other, amazing together. My question to you is, you're good if you stand alone, right? But how much better are you with your friends? You compatible? Does it make you better? Make you more amazing? Are they wise? Do they lift you up? Is there more flavor to your life? That's what friends are supposed to be. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to lift you up. Remember, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly. And he that walketh with wise men shall be wise. And at the end of that, it says, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. A true friend lifts you up, makes you better, makes you wise. Always going to be there for you. How are your friends? Okay, so we are actually at the church, and we're going to play our game here. We're in the junior church classroom, also the teen classroom. Right now we're on the opposite end. Let me switch this over here so you guys can see. It's our classroom. And now we are right here, and we are going to play a game that my wife and I kind of nervous about playing, because we're gonna find out basically if we'll see how close of friends we are. So we're gonna ask my wife is gonna ask the questions, and basically I have to answer to see like what is her favorite food, what are things she doesn't like, things like that, and she's gonna answer yes or no to see if I got the right answer, and then vice versa. We're gonna change it around. So we're gonna see who knows more about each other, and yeah, let's see how this goes. All right. So
don't cheat.
I'm not gonna cheat. You think I cheat? I don't cheat. I don't cheat. All right. So babe, you go first. All right.
What is her mother's maiden name?
Okay. It would be Medina Esquivel. That's her maiden name. That's still her same name. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
right.
I don't answer
That's right.
yours?
No, that's
okay.
it. That's right.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. All right. You say mine. My mom's.
Your mom's
We have to write this down.
maiden name?
Yeah.
Hernandez.
Yes. So let's write this down. You have an extra sheet in your paper somewhere?
Why? You're gonna lose.
No, no. Totally gonna want. Okay, so G and then M. So we both have 1. So we're 1-1. Okay. So go.
Okay. What color are their eyes?
Okay. What color? Well, I'm looking at your eyes right now. So yeah, brown.
No, blue.
Oh, your eyes are blue. Okay. They're blue. All right. So brown.
Dark brown.
It's the same thing. Brown.
No, it's not.
Brown.
No,
and brown.
it's not.
Okay. So brown
It's
and brown.
not. Look. Brown. That's brown. Yours are darker than that.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. They're brown people. Brown. That's it. Brown. Okay. Okay.
Okay. What is one place they desperately want to travel to?
Monterey.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I got that one right. 3-2. It was. All right. You.
Oh my goodness. I would say Monterey too.
Yeah. To a certain extent. I'll
It's
give
not
it
the
to you.
big-
I'll give it to you. Yes. But no.
Disneyland.
Yeah, sure. I want to go to Disney. Yeah. As you if you guys don't know anything about me, I get like claustrophobic with a lot of people, so I would probably have a panic attack if we went to Disneyland or
So
Disney
which
World.
one is it then?
I'd have to say Monterey. I really wanted to go to Venice. Venice was probably been
But
my
that
number
doesn't
one spot.
count. It's too hard.
It's still where I wanted to go. All right, so I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her because I'm a nice husband.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to lose. All right,
Yeah,
so
right.
even though
Okay.
she is going to
Okay.
lose. All right, so
What foods can they absolutely not stand?
onions.
Yes.
All right, you.
You. What foods can you not stand?
There's one that you know I have so much problems eating.
Vegetables.
No. No, I eat vegetables. No.
Now you don't.
Yes, I do.
Broccoli,
Yes,
no,
I-
and,
I- broccoli, no.
zucchini, you
Listen,
don't.
Listen,
And
liver,
what?
liver,
No.
liver. So I got that one right. She got it
But
right.
I still said the ones that you don't like.
No, I'll eat
Every
vegetables.
single time I cook
No.
them, you're like, oh,
Look.
but don't put that, please. I don't like them.
All right. So what does it say?
Mm,
What does the question say?
I forgot. What foods
What foods? What?
Foods?
What foods? What?
can they absolutely not stand?
Absolutely not stand.
But you do eat liver.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I can't. There's only one time I can do it. All right.
We're not gonna discuss because you're cheating.
All right. Liver is probably the only one. The only one.
Do they shower in the morning or at night?
You shower more at night.
No. In between the day.
More? It says more at night.
It's
in
not.
morning
It's
or
not night.
Okay. All right, fine.
So you shower
Okay.
only in
so
the mornings.
you me?
Mornings.
No.
I mean,
Both.
early mornings.
Both. Both. I take a shower in the morning and I take a shower
You
at
don't
night.
take a shower
In
at
the
night
morning?
every single time.
Almost every day in the morning and at night.
But in the mornings is for sure that you're gonna take a shower.
Okay, fine. I'll give it to you. Just because
Well,
I already
it's
have
'cause-
four.
No,
I already have four.
No, it's
Yeah.
not that. I don't care if you want.
All right. So
What type of chocolate do they prefer?
dark chocolate with almonds.
And you? Milk chocolate with almonds.
Yes.
Kiki.
So we're tied. 5-5.
I'm winning.
No, you're not. You're tied. We're tied.
Is there a certain nickname they absolutely hate to be called?
Yes. Gusanita.
They don't even know what that is.
Yes. Me? I got that one right.
I don't hate it though.
Whatever.
I guess I got used to now because my brother.
But you didn't
calls
like
me
it.
that.
Yeah, well, because your brother calls it all the time. but no.
Well,
Listen.
yeah.
All right, so for me.
Okay. Boo boo.
No. No. All right.
Which
Okay.
one is it?
I don't have one. I don't have a nickname. I don't care about. I don't care about nicknames. All right, next one.
That doesn't count then because you don't have one.
Because I don't have one. It says, do they have a
Okay,
nickname?
well,
Or
yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
Next one.
Where is their family from?
Your dad's from Veracruz. Their family. And your mom's family is from Coahuila, but I'm trying to think of cerca de General. Paila. No, not Paila. What's the name of that town? I don't remember the ranch.
You got it wrong.
I don't know the ranch.
You got it wrong.
But they're from Coahuila. But,
No, but you got it both wrong.
Okay.
My dad is from Zacatecas.
Zacatecas.
And my mom is from Jalpa.
Either way, it's
No,
still
it's
Coahuila.
not. Gavino.
Is it still
No,
Coahuila?
no,
Is it still
no,
Coahuila?
No.
I get half a point. Your mom is still from Coahuila.
See, you fight
Okay.
it because.
Okay, I got half a point.
Okay.
My family?
Your family's from Texas.
What part of Texas? I gave you specifics.
Laredo,
I could have said
Texas?
Mexico.
Laredo.
Laredo?
Your grandpa.
And?
From your mom's side. And from
no,
your.
from my grandpa's side. Yes.
That's from your mom's side.
My grandpa's side. My grandma's side?
Which grandma?
My mom's mom?
Your mom's mom. I think she's from Ohio, isn't she?
No.
Genoa.
No, she's from
I don't
McAllen.
really know her.
In Valle. In Valle. So
No,
I'll
no.
give you a half.
Let me see.
I'll give you half.
Let me see
Okay,
if you're
yeah.
lying.
No, I'm serious. All right.
See, I
so,
didn't know that.
Hey, so half. Okay. Ready?
Okay. Are they a light sleeper?
Are you light sleeper? You're a
Okay.
light sleeper? No.
Yes, I am.
You're hard. Hard rock sleeper. Like drooling, like like blow a trumpet, brrr, and still don't wake up.
Okay.
And
You
me?
used to be
I used to be until
Not
when?
anymore.
Until when?
until we got married.
Exactly. Who won? You'll have to find out. So, I had to cut the video short a little bit. I apologize. What happened is that the video went way too long. So I had to cut that down into half. I'll share the other half with you on Saturday. So stay tuned on Saturday and I'll share that with you guys. I wanted to encourage you guys, remember, go out and get your pizza kit at Padroni's. You can make a pizza, you can get a one-item pizza kit. Make some memories at home. Go ahead and make those, and plus, it helps us support Junior Church, the Junior Church funds that we usually have going on throughout the year. So please go grab one of pizza kit, or you can go ahead and grab a 12-inch one-item pizza from Padroni's. Also, let them know it's for Junior Church, for Cornerstone Junior Church. We will get some funds going for this year. We've been a little bit behind because of all this, the whole coronavirus and stuff like that. So please go ahead and get your pizza kits. We love you guys. We miss you guys. I can't wait to get back to church and shake hands and see you guys. And, I just want to see the church family again. So please be praying for our pastors, our missionaries. We love you guys. We miss you. See you Saturday. Stay tuned.